we are now. We are outside of Caldera. If you actually ignore the roads, Morrowind gets a lot smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Because things
And you should ignore the roads.
It's true. Once you learn to stop being afraid of like 90% of the monsters in the game, then it's just not a big deal. Like, I can't think of any monsters in this game that actually like frighten me if I came across them in the wild. Like right now, as a low-level character, yeah, there's some monsters that I wouldn't fight, but
sure,
just like in general, there's nothing that I'm actually afraid of, with maybe like a couple exceptions.
Right.
Some of
there's nothing that you're not expecting most of the time.
Yeah, there's a few monsters in the expansion packs, specifically the first one, that are pretty terrifying just by how utterly strong they are. Like, I remember taking like a level 30 character who beat the game, like the vanilla Morrowind, no problem, and played the first expansion pack and just got steamrolled. I was not expecting that at all.
Yeah.
Alright, back to a real town. No offense to Aldrune, but...
It's, you know, it's not a metropolis, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's true. It also gets wiped off the map thanks to the Oblivion Crisis. What was I doing? I gotta get my shirts back.
Wait, Aldrin does?
Yep. Spoilers.
Is that... Oh.
During the events of The Elder Scrolls 4, the Oblivion Crisis, Aldrune basically gets, like, wiped off the map.
Huh. Well, if one city had to go...
They put up from what I remember, they put up like an incredible fight. Like the giant crab thing that everyone lives under actually like comes to life and fights.
Oh man!
Like, it sounds like it would just be an awesome fight to see, but yeah, it ends up just being completely destroyed. Which is...
That's unfortunate.
It's a pretty big downer. I sold the shirts to this guy. Clagius Clanler.
Who would have thought that he would have caused so much trouble?
Look at him. There are my expensive shirts. Give me those back. I'm not paying that much money for them. Oh, screw you. Huh. Coercion. Back when I used to play this game and I needed... Like, when I first started out, I would need a place to store my things. And I would never just use Caius's house because I wanted my own house to decorate and dress up and be all fancy. The best method of doing that was to just find a merchant whose house you like and then kill them, and then just inhabit their house. And this is the place that I usually picked. This guy. So I would murder this guy and then I would live in his house.
Well, that makes this all a little more creepy, doesn't it?
A little bit. Either him or this place over here, because this place is nice and cozy. She's just a traitor.
Speak quickly, Outlander, or go away.
Doesn't really have anything. An expensive ruby silver ring. Huh. Anyway. So there's a bit of insight into my twisted little mind.
It's I definitely feel dirty playing this now. Like I think I'm a accessory to everything.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, we're going to give some gold to this beggar.
You are forgiven.
I didn't even notice if there was actually like a dialogue option to give them money. I just dropped a gold into their little cup.
Because you're a good person, aside from occasional murdering.
Yeah, it happens. I'm an adventurer.
Oh. That's right.
Literally, that's what my class is. Oh no, my class is Stream Monster. I forgot. Well then.
But at heart, it's adventurer.
Yeah. We're almost level 3. You're so tilled. Give me your code book. Oh, she doesn't want to talk. Thankfully, we have $1 million. I will give you money until you talk about code books. Thank you. So she gives us the code book. We go back to Ida's Fire Eyes and give it to her. I thought that this was the first quest that we can actually talk to Perseus Mercius about, and he would be like, nah, don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll give you like an alternate option.
Oh, okay, so talking to him will actually unlock
Some
different
things will. I think most of the time he just like straight up ends the quest, and he's like, don't do that.
Oh, wow.
Let's just stop it.
So do you get any kind of reward?
I don't think so. You get advancement in the guild.
Wow.
Like it still counts as completed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, here's your dumb code book.
But like no experience or anything like that even?
Not really, no. I think he might give you money. In the end, it helps you like root out the corruption in the Fighters Guild. Oh, hang on. First of all, I am now Zara the Swordsman.
As your spear quietly weeps in Caius' house.
Yeah. Here's the first quest that we can do things with. Helviane de Sel runs a corner club in Suran. She owes Manos Othreleth, one of our citizens, 200 septims. Blah 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 blah. So, whoops, I fell through the crack. But that's okay, we need to be in the basement anyway. Alright, now that we have our shirts, I'm gonna go deliver these.
At long last.
Then we won't be stuck in Aldrin again. Hopefully. But yeah, the person that we're being sent to collect money from is the owner of the strip club that was in Suran. I'm pretty sure I showed that place off in the last time.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember it, certainly.
The very awkward, half-naked girls dancing around. It's pretty bad. Perseus, what do you have to say about debt money? He says Manos Othreleth works for Orvis Dren, so I suspect this may not be a legitimate Fighters Guild contract. He says that we can either get the money or we can just pay it ourselves. So there's our options. But in the meantime, we have
what option?
We have some shirts to...
What will you do?
I'm pretty sure I know what to do. The other thing that's terrible about ash storms is that, or blight storms, excuse me, is that you run slower into the wind.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Why do they have to throw something like that in? That's so annoying.
It's a nice little detail. I appreciate that kind of thing. But yeah, it's just like...
You're too positive.
I like this game. Are you selling the thing that I want? Oh, nobody in town wants to do business with me because of the Zenithar thing, so I guess I should go talk to what's-her-face. Bevail Teneran, I think her name is. Yeah. She's actually got several quests that involve her. She's like one of those weirdly important NPCs. Rash has shirts. Yep. We give her the shirts, and she gives us the Belt of Iron Will. Fortify willpower, 10 points for 30 seconds on self. Kinda sucks. Whatever. We have done what needed to be done. Yeah. We have completed what the Argonian Rasha wanted us to complete. Also, yes, what the giant crab that I mentioned earlier, this is the interior of it. The people live inside.
I really like the giant crab.
It's a nice detail. Like, it's a great atmosphere.
So he comes alive?
Apparently, yes.
How that works.
I don't know. I don't know how exactly it works, but yeah, apparently he like comes to life again and attacks the invaders and helps fend them off, but it isn't enough.
Make it quick, Outlander.
Okay, people are talking to me again. They have it. I'm buying it. 25 gold. It's mine. I now have the best hat in the game.
Yes.
It's
About time.
It's the Redoran Watchman's helm. Yep.
It is great.
It's the mushroom hat. Now that I finally have
I
it,
want
I'm going to put my
more
robe
life.
back on. And this is basically
Good you.
my player character in Morrowind every single time I play it. This right
You
here.
ready to go to the Masquerade?
Yep.
Or like a Del Toro movie?
Yeah. Same thing, really. Actually, no, there's not enough eyes on this thing.
Ah, good point.
If it was gonna be Del Toro, there'd have to be like 50 eyes on this.
Right.
Way
Or
too
somewhere
many.
on your character, at
Yeah.
least.
In my armpit.
Hello.
I wonder if I can get to Suran from here. I'm gonna go talk to the lady that we were supposed to extort. No, but I can get to Balmora.
Where would you like to go?
You know, I'd be really curious to know just how much money I burn on fast travel in this game from like beginning to end.
Yeah. It's probably your biggest expense after, buying everything.
I would like
That was what
completely
I found in my head.
Yeah, I would completely guarantee that it's my biggest expense because it's just there's nothing else I spend money on. I know where to find everything. Anyway, this is the House of Earthly Delights. Here's the cell. We have to collect her money. Whoops. She sells moon
What a
sugar.
double standard. Like, the human women have to wear bras, but the Khajiit women
Yep. And she doesn't.
just don't.
The debt money. Oh, she doesn't want to talk to about us because she doesn't like us, so we'll give her some money.
Well then.
And she said that she's not paying it. Well, we could just give her more money, but I'm going to be nice and pay it for her. What? Where are you going? She's dancing into the plant. Off she goes.
She's a talented woman.
Snorri here
You like to dance.
likes what he sees. I always feel really skeevy whenever I'm in there.
Yeah, it's a little gross.
This guy talks about Red Mountain and sinners gather at the house. The time of the incarnate is at hand.
What do you want?
Blah, blah, blah. He's also shirtless. So that means everything he says is obviously false.
Right. As the saying goes.
Yes. Never trust a man without a shirt. That's why restaurants always make you wear a shirt and
That's right.
shoes.
They know how bad it could go.
It's true.
Why walk when you can run?
Alright, back to Balmora. I'll go pay the stupid money. So I guess I'd never actually touched on where the corruption from the Fighters Guild is coming from.
Yeah.
It's actually the Kamanatong, which in Morrowind is basically the Mafia.
Mm-hmm.
It's Morrowind's equivalent of the Mafia. Yes, here's the dumb money. So we gave Dicelle 100 gold to like us more, to tell her for her to tell us that she's not paying the money, so that we would go back to Ida's Fire Eyes and give her 200 of our own money, so that she could give us 100 back.
What a racket.
I don't know.
That's how they get you. It's such a tangled web.
Nope, she doesn't want to do that. No, she wants... There's a bounty for the Orc Dura Grabol. Well, I guess we could talk to Perseus Mercius about this quest.
It's good you have him to rely on.
Yep. Actually, before I do that, I'm just gonna go ahead and look up this quest online because I don't feel like walking all the way back to Balmora or
I don't blame you.
all the way to Aldruin just to talk to Perseus Mercius. So I gotta find. This is ESP wiki. Yeah. Fighters Guild. What do we got here? Here we go. If you talk to Perseus Mercius in the Alduran Fighters Guild about this quest, he'll tell you that Dura Grabol is wanted for murder, so don't feel bad about killing her. So we're off to kill an orc.
Cool.
I know exactly where she's hiding.
There's never been a good orc anyway.
It's true. Actually, I don't know where she lives. Dura Grabol. That's just rude. I asked this guard where he was, and he said, she lives in town somewhere. Look around, you lazy fetcher.
Wow.
Rude.
That's what happens when they, they're already getting paid. They don't rely on tips, so...
Oh, here we go. Dura Grebol's house. Hi there.
He literally could have pointed and said, next door over.
Yeah, he just could have just pointed straight ahead and been like right there.
Wow.
The house
What
with
a
the
dick.
tower. This is actually a really good place to go for like a starter house, because if you do the Fighters Guild quest, you'll end up killing this orc anyway, and then there'll be no one living here, so you can just claim her house for yourself, and it's pretty big. Like it's got this big tower up here, and this is her.
Your needs.
She looks
Well,
pretty.
she doesn't know you're here to kill her.
Oh. Hey, yeah, what? You're wasting my time. I am. What do you have to say about cave rats? More than I expected.
She's pretty helpful.
Yeah, that's a lot more than I expected. Anyway,
Well, do you want to kill someone so helpful?
a bit.
You will
Oh,
die
I missed.
here.
There we go.
Nice.
She has an iron axe. Not sure why I did that. That's my thing, I guess.
It's your you're like Altair.
Yeah.
Instead of whispering softly, you just loot
There we go.
mercilessly.
I set up the basket and egg as well. My work here is done.
I think the only troubling thing is all the bodies you're just leaving around
Eh.
in caves.
I figure it's
streets.
like Spider-Man's webs, and that they just dissolve after a while.
Do they?
No.
Really? So like her body will always be in that house?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. The only
That's-
way to actually get rid of the bodies is there's an option when you click on them that is dispose of body. And that removes their body from the game world.
Hmm.
So, yep, she'll be there forever. Somebody will
That
stumble
probably-
upon her, and then they'll be like,
you.
yeah, they'll report the death, but no one will care. Because she had a bounty on her head. Anyway, she's dead. No, they still don't want to advance me. But she has more orders. Oh, no, she doesn't. She has no more orders for me.
Well,
Adis Fire Eyes has done all she can for us right now. Which means,
she calls you friend.
yeah, she likes me now. Well, we've done everything we can here in Balmora. Well, for the Fighters Guild anyway. There's a lot of other stuff we could do.
If I can help, I will.
I'm gonna
but
sell
don't
this
take too
helmet.
much time.
Give me 57 gold.
I'll be you right back.
Alright. Alright, so what do we have for our major skills here? You know what? I'm going to do some training. Just for the sake of doing some training. Because I have a lot of money. Who can train me in... Oop. I need restoration. You can train me in restoration. Alright. So we gain a couple skill points and we are now... Well, we're not quite level 3, but as soon as we sleep we will be level 3.
I'm listening. Go ahead.
Let's actually warp on over to the Fighters Guild in Alderaan first. We'll start doing some quests out of there. One of these days I'm going to have to work on getting my alchemy skill raised up to a respectable level, to the point where I can actually do anything with alchemy. Because it's pretty useful, like brew my own potions.
All right, I'm listening.
Alright then. We need to find somewhere to rest. Thankfully, the Fighters Guild allows us to use their beds as much as we want, so we're going to go ahead and rest for a couple hours, and we ascend to level 3. We are just catching on to the secret of success. Alright, so like I explained before, the multipliers depend on what skills you raised, what their governing attributes were. Strength, always good to have. Lets us carry more stuff. Lets us hit harder. Endurance gives us more health. Willpower is our ability to resist magic under maximum fatigue. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Agility is already pretty high. I think endurance sounds pretty good. Having more health is just always good to have. Alright, level 3. Cool, we're level 3, we can carry more stuff. That means we even run faster. We're so excited. Alright, Perseus. What have you got? So, someone, Uline Henim, who is a young buoyant armiger. Buoyant armigers are something very specific to Morrowind, which I will talk about soon. She's hired us to clean out a den of necromancers known as a Vass. He tells us where Vass is, and then we're good to go. So Vass is way the heck up here, in a region we have not been to yet. But for now, let's explore the Fighters Guild in in Alderaan. Looks pretty standard. There is a door here. Lock level 80. I might have mentioned this already, but if you can open this somehow, there is a full set of glass armor back there. Or very close to a full set of glass armor, which is the highest tier of light armor in the game.
When is that accessible?
Anytime that you can open a lock level 80 door. Oh.
You've got the
Excuse me.
better of me, so go ahead.
I opened a door in his face, and apparently that was me getting the better of him.
That is the ultimate insult in Nord culture.
It is.
Hospitality.
You know the weirdest thing about this game is that the longer that you play a game, like a continuous game, the more that NPCs will shift around. Like,
They'll go further from their starting positions.
yeah, you'll notice it most on the NPCs, like the Silt Striders and the fast travel services, because they're always supposed to be stationary, but the longer that you play a game, the more you'll notice them shifting away from their mark. And it's
kinda
really
creepy.
weird. Because yeah, it's just very slowly. Like all the gondola drivers will slowly make their ways like away from the gondolas. I don't know what that's supposed to say about their lifestyle, I guess, but
Yeah.
it's just odd.
Hmm.
What the heck was I doing? The Belt of Iron Will. I don't really want that. Oh yes, you missed. We leveled to level 3.
Oh, congratulations.
I did some training, and we leveled up. So now we've got another quest from. We're getting our quests directly from Perseus Mercius now.
So you know it's on the level.
Yep. And he has told us to go and help a young buoyant armiger named Uline Hinim. Now, buoyant armigers, as I mentioned, I was going to explain what they are.
Oh.
They are
Make a special trip just for you.
a very
Say no
specific
goodbye.
kind of. I don't really know how to describe it. We want to go to Nisus. Buoyant armigers, I guess they're kind of like
Make a special trip just for you.
crusaders
Mm-hmm.
in a way. I think they're kind of holy guardians that are specifically meant for driving out evil things like necromancy, and very specifically they're known to work around Red Mountain to keep like the blight away from people, where it is very dangerous. So yeah, buoyant armigers are pretty cool. This is the town of Nisus, or Nisus, as I've always called it. It's got the Alderun kind of architecture, Redoran architecture, but it's also unique in that it has an Imperial Legion built into it.
Oh.
This is actually where you would go to join the Imperial Legion, if you wanted to.
So this is the only spot.
This is where you need to go to, like, this is the beginning place. This is where you would start. I just want to wait until day before I go too much further, because there is a quest to do here. Specifically this guy. I've always liked this guy.
No pants.
He is sitting in the river without pants. And when you talk to him, he says, "Hynab stole my pants."
Gets right to the point.
Yep. He says he was taking a bath and some guy stole his pants, so let's go see if we can get his pants back.
This Hynab sounds like a barrel of laughs.
Yep. Where is he? He is... Nope. I think this village is actually mostly made up of Ashlanders, which is why everyone has like super long and weird names.
Yeah.
Like Abish Bulus Shand.
Mm-hmm.
That's an Ashlander name. Where did Hynab go? I know you're around here somewhere. I just saw you. Are you Hynab? No. Is he up here? No. Swear to God, I just saw him here. Of course, the one NPC I need has to disappear off the face of the map.
You're never gonna finish this quest.
It's just like the Naked Nord all over again.
That's right.
Never did find out what happened to that guy.
No. Yeah, that was bizarre.
Just straight up and vanished.
Maybe one day he'll come back.
When I least expect it, he'll just
Zion.
come back and murder me.
Yeah.
That would be really funny, actually.
We can make it happen.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt him.